me bring this down a little bit so you can see me better. Let me see. Okay, probably bring it up a little bit more. That's perfect. Okay. So I'm getting ready to do a collective reading, okay? And that collective reading is going to be for you know, all the zodiac signs, okay? And then it's going to be for January of 2026. I like this. I got this from Cancun. Cute, ain't it? When I went on that last trip, which actually woke me up to a lot of stuff. This is from Fashion Nova, my little cup. I'm sipping on Camora Dulce de Leche. This is the first time I ever tasted this. Drink responsibly. Also, if you're not, you know, 21 and over, of course. So it's my first time I'm going to taste this. So I hope it's going to be good because I'm pouring me a nice, good amount of it. Cheers. That could get addicting. Okay, yeah, so we about to get started. Okay, let me light some Palo Santo for us. Get the vibes going. I'm gonna smoke out my cards right quick. But I hope everybody, hey Sherry, I hope everybody's having a great 2026. Excuse me, so far. I don't know what's been going on with this annoying cough that's been going around. But when I tell you, it's like a dry cough. I don't know if everybody, you know, who else, but I've been keep hearing about it. Somebody told me marshmallows cure it. But it could be also I got these incense going, so the incense will do it sometimes. So I burn a lot of incense and a lot of smoke around my home. I sage my home a lot too. But we getting ready to see what's going to go on for all the signs for 2026. Okay, I'm just going to hurry up and smoke these cards. I like to smoke it in front of y'all just because it's all about the experience, you know? Like, why not? And then I do all of them because I don't know which ones I'm going to use during the reading. So I'm going to make sure that all the cards are reset. All the cards are pure that I'm going to be using. And so like I said, since I don't know which ones I'm going to be using, I just smoke them all. I usually do this off camera, but it's okay. I'll do it on camera today. Okay, then lastly, we got the way. I got so many decks that I use, but like all of them, like literally all of them talk to me and say different things. That's why I don't know what I'm going to use. It depends on what answers I'm looking for. You know what I mean? That determines which ones I'm going to use. Okay. I'm a Slurpee. Are you guys a Slurpee? Okay, so we're gonna start with Aries. Okay, Aries for 2026. Let's see what y'all got going on. Okay, so we're gonna do Aries first. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out 6 cards per sign, and then if I need to clarify anything, I will. Oh, let me put on my little. You know, I gotta put on my little clocket. Y'all love when I put these on. All right, let's see what we got going on. Okay, this is going to be for Aries. What's going on for 2026 Aries? There's a lot of cards that fell out for y'all. Like, okay, what's going on for the Aries? So it's gonna be 6 cards. So 1, 2, since so many came out, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, Aries. So for January, okay? There's somebody, okay, that you've been having conversations with about going to a tarot card reader, possibly looking at tarot cards. This person also knows that you watch tarot cards often, okay? And they're like, give you very fake smiles behind that, okay? They could be Christian, they could be into some type of other religion, and for some reason why, you know what I mean, they're just hating on you like all the time. And it's not just because you like to look at tarot cards or you like to go to tarot card readers. It's just more so because you know, you're a very artsy person. You have a lot of talent, okay? So they just look for stuff, very much something, okay? It doesn't make a difference, in other words, what you would do, okay? They're always gonna come through with a fake smile. So you guys got a hater in the midst. I'm gonna tell you who it is, Aries. And you know I work in 3, so I wrote them 3 times. Okay, could be an Aries, that you know an Aries. Also, Aries clarifying the Libra. Okay, could be a Taurus, could be a Scorpio, could be a Virgo, Aries, or could it be an Aquarius, okay? So also the spirit guides is asking you to move in silence in the month of January, okay? Stop telling your business to everybody, Aries. It's not really good. Also be careful in your comment section, okay? So in your comment section, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, wherever it's at, this person is stalking your comment section to see who's talking to you, trying to start trouble, just basically beating your business, okay? So with that being said, silent moves for the Aries for January, okay? I do see a lot of money, okay? But also I see you giving away money, okay? So my advice is, okay, you could make a lot of money, but just prepare, okay, for disasters, meaning that save money for a rainy day, okay? Don't just start spending money frivolously, okay? Just because money's coming, especially during tax season, okay? You know, during tax season, all those people come around that know you have all those kids and you're ready to get this, you know, the IRS check or whatever, your refund. And here comes everybody with their hands out trying to be extra nice, okay? Also, there's somebody that you're going to actually tell no to, and they're going to be trying to come to you in a threatening manner, okay? Like, if you don't give me this money, I'll do X, Y, and Z. Let me see who this person is. Person could be a Leo or an Aquarius, Aries. Person could be a Aries clarifying the Aquarius, or another Aries. Aries keep coming out your own sign. So either you know one or it's just clarifying the other sign, okay? Or a Cancer or a Pisces, okay? I want to see why they feel so entitled, okay, in the first place. Like, what's the vibe of the person? Why do they feel so entitled to your money? Why do they feel so entitled to your money, Aries? Okay, it says longing, missing, talk to you. So this is somebody that you actually been with before, Aries. Okay, so this is an ex. Okay, this is an ex person that wants a reunion, wants to talk to you again. You know, I hate a pesky ex that will come back, spin the block, and beg for money. I feel like that's tacky. You know, if we don't live together anymore and you went your way and you went mine, but that also means that, guess what? My money cuts off when we cut off, okay? I think that's very tacky of a person and very desperate of a person to ask you for stuff if you're no longer, especially actually, you know, associated with them anymore. It's like, why are you asking me for money, right? So my advice is to say, okay, less. Shows you have a limited vocab. Well, no, I like to say, okay, and you don't get to come on my channel and tell me what I can say and what I can't say, right? So that's why you get to go bye-bye. Okay? Miss that okay to that, okay? Right. Right. So like, how can you come spin the block and ask anybody for anything? Thank you for the trophy. Thank you. I'm the glow. How can you come and ask somebody for money and the relationship is also, this is actually an ex, okay? I'm going to look into any other reasons why. I'm going to put out 3 cards behind this because I don't like a beggar. Okay, yeah, you peep that about this person. Like, I find it really weird that every time around tax season, you come around with your hand out. We've been broken up since last tax season, and now tax season's coming back around, and then now you want to come back and ask me for money again. Where were you all of 2025? Matter of fact, you're asking for so much money, I should file you on my taxes, okay? And thank you, Productive. Thank you for that, okay? All right, cool. So this is for Aries, okay? Now, as far as the comment section, what are they fishing for in the comment section? Yeah, let me see what's the T. What are they fishing for in the comment section? Okay, Allegra, help me with this. What are they fishing for in the comment section? What are they fishing for? Okay, they fishing to see who's your new lover. Okay, they see you're getting flowers. You might have possibly gone on a trip lately. They're trying to see who is pursuing you. Okay, who's the new person pursuing you. Okay, like I said, they're coming to you with a dirty offer. This is an ex coming to you with a dirty offer. Spirit guides Aries says for the month of January, stay silent with all your moves. Stop going on social media, showing everywhere that you've been, all the money that you got, your new Rolex or whatever else you got going on. Keep things quiet and on the hush. Okay, not trying to clown and spell Texas. No, you're fine. You're fine. They say you're welcome. Thank you. No problem. Okay. All right, cool. And so also be careful with your car. Okay. So what I'm getting from there is careless car repo, car issues. So that's exactly why you're gonna have to save more of your money instead of giving it away, Aries. Okay, so you have to get an oil change. Check on your oil change. A lot of y'all don't even know that you have to get transmission oil. Okay, not just an oil change for you know, just for your regular tank, but also transmission oil. So check on your transmission oil, check on your brakes, check on your coolant. Okay, make sure that all of your liquids in your car is good. Okay, because that could actually be a reason for something to be costly. Okay, this person has no facts. You know, they're just basically, like I said, surfing through your comments, trying to see who's your new boo, who's the person that is pursuing you, because that comes out with the person, you know, with the guy buying flowers and stuff like that. Okay, and you know, the moral of the story is Aries is hustling. Aries is getting to the money. Aries doesn't even have time for this. Okay, yeah, trying to see who's into you. Like I said, this is still clarifying what would be the reasons for them wanting to be in your comments. Okay, trying to see who's into you also. And like I said, you peep game about this person. Okay, now as far as why is somebody hating on the fact that you like to read, that you like to hear about tarot cards, or you like to go to a tarot card reader? I want to see why are they hating on that? Like when I tell you people will find any reason to hate on you, baby, listen. What is the... Okay, it's something. It's not even literally something that they peeped. It's something that you said. You basically said, like, you know, one of your favorite things to do is to go look at tarot card readers, and like it just, unbeknownst to you, right? They went and go whisper that to other people. Oh, you know, productive, for example, like, oh, she likes to go watch these tarot card readers, and she's weird. You know what I mean? Like, and it's something that you confess. It's something, and it wasn't like you confessed because you wanted to, like, as a confession. It was just more of a statement, right? It was just more of you talking, okay? And it's just one of them situations where fake smiles, you know, people trying to act like, you know, they probably said something along the lines like interesting, you know what I mean? Or really, right? Meanwhile, they're going to talk shit, okay? Get back on your feet, gain strength, different situations. Also be careful because they are trying to sabotage something, okay? I just want to see what they're gonna try to sabotage. Let's go to the weight tarot. We're still on Aries. What can they possibly be trying to sabotage? What is it? What exactly? What exactly is it? Water keeps coming out too. Water. I don't know what water has to do with anything. Okay, so they're trying to sabotage your reputation. Like I said, that came out. The high priestess, it follows around reputation, okay? And so they're trying to find, like, literally complain about like 8 different things, okay? Like I said, they're just looking for stuff to sabotage your personality, who you are, talk-ish. You have a snake in your midst, okay? So this could be an old friend, a best friend, it don't matter. You have to get this person away, okay? Because you're never gonna have peace, okay? Like, can you imagine you trying to share stuff with people and then you trying to figure out where's the mole at, okay? So this is the time for you to go into hermit, okay? Aries, in the month of January, and it probably a little bit after that. I will see how many months exactly you have to go into hermit. 5 months. 5 months, lock in with yourself. 5 months for the month of January 2026. 5 months, lock in with yourself. Mean that, you know, speak to Jesus, speak to God, speak to, I don't know, get a journal, okay? Stop telling your business, because it's giving you have a mole. And I know you kind of figuring like, it got to a point where you're like, how is this getting out? You know what I mean? Like, how do people know this? It's because you're telling somebody and somebody's running back and telling somebody else, okay? See, I hear it all the time now. People call me a witch. Well, you know, I'm TarotWITCHina. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and it's okay, because, you know, that's what makes the world a great, grand place where we can just all be ourselves, okay? Like, you can be you and I could be me. I don't want to be you, okay? I want to be me, okay? And you could do what makes you happy and I could do what makes me happy. And that's what makes the world so interesting. Can you imagine a world of people that do the exact same thing every day? It will remind me of the movie Edward Scissorhands, where everybody gets out the house and gets into their car at the same time and drives off at the same time and drives back in at the same time, right? We don't live like that. That's not realistic, okay? So yeah, you know, and that's the crazy part also is when I'm having conversations with people and they think that you're gonna go back and forth with them, right? And I'm the quickest one to say, listen, okay, we're gonna have to agree to disagree, okay? And that's what you call being an adult. Why? Because you're an individual, I'm an individual, and we don't have to think the same. That's what makes the world so beautiful, okay? And so, and let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that I know to be true, right? In doing this method, you'll notice that the look on people's faces who are relieved at the fact that you said, let's agree to disagree. And then you'll see the look on people's face when you say that, they get upset. Now, why would you get upset if I say we're going to have to agree to disagree? That's because you looked forward to arguing more and going into a more lengthy conversation with me. You know what I mean? And I wish not. Okay, I'm a very unargumented person. Okay, I don't wish to go back and forth with you. I wish, and so that's a easy way to see if somebody was just trying to lure you into getting into an argument with them, right? Or you know, they just was really they was really indecisive, okay, with whatever it is that y'all was talking about, okay? So that's important, okay? Okay, cool. And that's Aries, y'all. Woo! And for all y'all don't know, I'm sipping on this. I stumbled upon this at the liquor store. It's called Camorra Dulce de Leche liquor. This right here, you guys, oh my God. It tastes like sweet caramel. It doesn't taste like it's something that's going to get you drunk. It's just a really cool taste, okay? So I just wanted to just say that, okay? Look at my little cup. I got this from Shein. Isn't this cute? Ah! Like, I like cute stuff, okay? Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, let's go, Taurus. Let's see what's going on with Taurus. I'm just going to I could use my, I'm going to smoke it out on my incense. Okay, Taurus? Let's see. What's going on with Taurus for January 2026? I like one. What's going on with Taurus 2026? Like, you don't even want to talk to me yet. Okay, let's see. Okay. So we do have at the top a romantic love affair. Ooh. You got romantic love affair. You got girl fight. Okay, so be careful because it's no coincidence, Taurus, that romantic love affair came out and then girl fight. Okay, so whoever, you know, when there's an affair, that means that, well, somebody has a significant other. Okay, and it's looking like that person is going to find out, Taurus. Okay, so I don't know who is sneaking around, but just know the month of January, this is going to be exposed. Okay, moving on next, I got in there also, I got bad habits. That makes sense with what's going on. We're going to pull out 6. Bad habits. We got legal issues. That may be somebody going to get locked up. Okay. And then we got moving on next. So moving on next, let me see which one, because it's like, let me see. Moving on next. Okay. ego. Okay. All right, cool. So what I'm getting from this, okay, what I'm getting from this, Taurus, unfortunately, is very, very, very toxic. Okay. This ends bad. Okay. It's giving that you're in your ego about moving on, right, from a love affair, but it's going to end in a girl fight and legal issues. Straight up. Okay. So the moral of the story is find your own significant other. Do not mess with anybody else's girlfriend. Do not mess with anybody else's boyfriend, okay? Because you're showing up bad habits. Now, look, don't shoot the messenger, okay? That's literally what I got in here, okay? And what are you going to do? It's a billion people in the world, right? And, you know, I hate to be, I don't want to be your mom, and I don't want to chastise you. Not, you know, people are going to do what they want to do. But it's in the cards. This is going to be exposed. It's going to cause a legal issue, okay? Meaning that somebody is going to get locked up. They won't let you out, okay? They won't let you out, okay? So you don't want to get locked up. Let's see what's going to be the vibe with this. Let's see what's going on with the love affair, Taurus. I gotta, yeah, and you know, let me tell you something. And the crazy part about it is I had a sister, and this is a true story. Y'all gonna laugh. I had a sister, and she was a Taurus. No lie, no shits. And every single time for as long as I can remember, since I was a teenager, all the way up to the age of like 39. I'm 46 now. And we don't really speak a little bit after that. But for the most part, she was always dealing with somebody else's man. Like honest to God. And like one day I'm just visiting her and she starts telling me about the next guy that she's dealing with that is married, right? And I looked my sister square in the face, no shit. And I said, Chastity, don't you think it's about time that you find your own man for a change? That would make more sense now, would it? And when I'm talking about, she had this look on her face like she wanted to unalive me, right? But the truth hurts. You know what I mean? And it's like somebody has to say something. You know what I mean? Because it's like the reality is that it's just so many actually, you know what I mean? It's so many actually transmitted diseases you got to worry about. You have to worry about, you know, one of these psycho women wanting to unalive you behind their man because everybody ain't playing about their man. You know what I mean? So like it hurt me to say that to her, but in the same token, you know, she's a Taurus. So it's the reason why I'm on this conversation. I don't know why Tauruses in general, because I've seen this with a plethora of Tauruses, like to mess with other people's significant others. I don't get it. It's a billion people in this world. Find somebody that's single, please. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do myself and the whole universe a favor, okay? And it's bottom feeder energy. Honestly, it's bottom. I've never had to mess with somebody's significant other. Like, I just haven't. You know what I mean? And it's because, well, one, why? You know what I mean? And it's just like, it just causes too much confusion, backlash. Like, you know, what are you going to do for the holidays? Like, it's a lot going on there. You know what I mean? So I don't advise it. But, you know, people going to do whatever they want to do. But it's showing somebody finna get locked up, okay? So as far as romantic partner and bad habits, what's going on with this? Yeah, apology came out. Psychopath. Okay, apology and psychopath came out. So this is not even a good person that you're trying to have an affair with. Okay, this is somebody psychotic. Okay, and the problem with that is, you know, you have the male that's psychotic, okay? I'm getting a female on this board, and then you got a female wanting to fight you at the same time. So inevitably, you're putting yourself in danger twice. You're putting yourself in danger with the man that you're actually dealing with, because this man is a psychopath, and then you have to worry about the girl, okay? So it's like, why would you do that? You know what I mean? But that makes sense, because like some men, you know, I mean, look, okay? So as far as the girl fight, what happens with the girl fight? No matter of fact, let's go to the news. Let's go to the news. We gotta see. Let's go to the Channel 5 news oracle. What happens with the girl fight? Like now I'm invested, because it's kind of like, what the? Okay. I see what happens. Okay, so all right. Okay, so this is a new person. Okay, this is going to be this is not an old person. This is a new person that you meet soon. This person you're gonna find out very quickly, or you'll know. You probably, I guess, if it's new, that means that you know, okay? Because if it's old, it's kind of like, how you gonna stumble upon it, right? So this is a new love affair that's gonna try to come in, okay, in January. You're gonna meet this person somewhere turned up, okay, alcohol, rugs, stuff like that. So you're gonna meet this person outside, okay. This person tries to take you for a trip, okay, some type of trip, okay. Within that trip, okay, you guys are gonna go away, you know, on harmony, balance type vibe, because nobody sets to go out on a trip for a disaster. Okay, most people, okay, you go with the intentions that it's gonna go well, okay. But what I'm getting is that the girl or the guy, remember, this is multi-gender, okay, starts acting crazy and extra, all right, about where's their boo, where's their man, why are they not here, okay. Does that make sense? And in that you know, and in that realm of all of this going on, you know, through that roller coaster, okay, through that roller coaster of a relationship you try to get yourself into, is when all of it's going to unfold, okay. So yeah, don't fall into the trap, okay, because this person is a psychopath anyway, whether it's a female or it's a male. This romantic love affair that you're trying to have with this person, they're very much bipolar, okay. So they'll be cool with you 1 minute, apologize in the next, cool with you minute, apologize in the next. Because why would they have to apologize? You know, when you're getting into a new relationship with somebody, it's supposed to be fun and easy, right? Not all of this, you know. Look at it, look at all the cards coming out. Psychopath, right? Apology, look at this, I can't make this up. Bad habits, okay, love affair, roller coaster, all right, extra, okay. That doesn't sound like fun to me, okay. And there's good cards in here, all right. So for the fact that all these bad cards keep coming up, that says a lot, okay, Taurus. So let me see who this person is. This person could be a Leo or a Capricorn, Taurus. This person could be a Scorpio or a Gemini. Or this person could be a, what's this, Aquarius or a Cancer, okay? Stay away from those signs, okay? Somebody's trying to gaslight you. What they're not telling you is, yes, I have a wife, and yes, I have a man, but they willing to fight for me to the death, because that person is extra, okay? Extra, read all about it, okay? So Taurus, yeah, I would stay far away from this. Now, what is it about your ego? What's your vibe? Like, what is it about you that is, you clearly know that this person, if you're in a love affair, that means you know, right? But I want to see, what is it exactly about you, okay, that has you in your ego and not letting you move on, okay? Like you going against your better judgment, okay? Let me see why you're going against your better judgment. Okay, so this one popped up on the top. We'll use it anyway because it just popped up on the top. Okay, why are you going against your better judgment? Okay, so basically that vacation, right? That road trip this person is trying to take you on, it sounds tempting. Okay, like let's go to Jamaica, let's go to Cancun, let's go somewhere far. It sounds tempting, right? But it's gonna cause, yeah, it's gonna end bad. Okay, and also that came out what it is: contagious cycle, bad decisions, addictions. Like I said, bad decisions. Okay, and then once again, running, escape, denial, excuses. Okay, keep making excuses. Okay, we got feminine energy here. When I get feminine energy and I get this card with the lady being pregnant, there could be a mother involved. I don't know how our mother's involved in this. Mothering is at the bottom. Also, when I look at it, I get like feminine energy, okay, like a competition, okay, like a competition, like you against me, so you know I'm gonna win, so like I'm gonna go, but it's not gonna end like you thought. Okay, wishful thinking. Wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia, wishful thinking. Okay, so it's not. I'm gonna pull out 3 cards to see overall how it's gonna turn out. Okay, Taurus, here we go. How's this gonna turn out in the end? Knew that. Okay, out from the outside in the cold looking in. Meaning that this relationship is never going to escalate. It's going to leave you outside in the cold looking in. So whatever you was thinking, if you was thinking that this was going to escalate, that he'll leave his wife, you know, she'll leave her husband, absolutely not. And you know why? Because this person is more fixated with their significant other's finances, and you're not there. And I hate to say it, but it's true. A lot of marriages stick together well because if I had to divorce that person, I have to split all my assets. Okay, I have to split my assets. Now we have to split the kids. It's a lot that goes into marriages. It's not just something that you can just break up, okay? And most men don't leave their wives and husbands for that matter. And most men don't even leave their main female. You're just fun, okay? Like, and it sounds like a harsh talk, okay, Taurus? It sounds like a harsh talk, but these are the cards that came out, okay? So if you was thinking about going on a trip or revisiting the situation with this person in this love affair, the answer is do not, okay? Do not repeat the cycle, okay? Because that's exactly what came out here was cycles, okay? Cheap thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions, okay? So zone do it, okay? Zone do it, okay? It says, hey, I'm loyal as fuck. My baby mother is a Leo. Big ego because I hyped her up way too much. She thought she was super bad. Yeah, she's a psycho. I'm crying. We both may have bad habits. The thing is, I have vices, but she has addictions. Okay. Do have puppy eyes for a little thing, you know. Yeah, it's a lot that goes into relationships or whatever, but you know, we all have this thing called a conscience, right? And it tells you, you know, something ain't right about this. Maybe you shouldn't do it. And then people do it anyways, and they wonder why things turn out messed up for them, right? You know, there's a famous person that said this, and I can't remember what he said, but he said 95% of your life will be so much easier if you just paid attention to that instinct in the back of your mind that says, maybe I shouldn't do this. Okay, maybe I shouldn't lease that extra car. Maybe I shouldn't buy this extra home. Maybe I shouldn't lend that person $5,000. Maybe I should not try to screw my next door neighbor's husband. Okay, and you still do it. You know what I mean? And then you wonder why. Well, when shit hits the fan, it hits the fan because you knew from the beginning you wasn't supposed to do it, and you still did it anyway. Okay. All right, cool, Taurus. So hopefully you got the message, you know. And then one thing about it, like when it comes to me, I'm not your typical tarot reader. Means that, well, I'm going to tell you the truth. So you never know. I don't know what the card is going to come out. But baby, if it's telling me you being messy, I'm going to let you know you being messy. And hopefully you can fix it. Because the last thing we want you to do is wind up in jail. Okay? So you prefer TarotWITCHina to tell you that you finna go to jail? Or you prefer to be in jail and be like, how did I get here? Okay, I prefer that somebody let me know in advance. Okay, so I could after this, you can make your executive decision. Of course, you have free will to do what you want to do. Okay, let's go. Okay, so the next thing we getting ready to do is Gemini. Okay, Gemini. How many Geminis is in the building? Who's the Geminis in the building? I love to see y'all name. So if your sign comes up, put a 1 in the room. Put a 1 in the room. Okay, or put your sign in the room for Geminis. Where's my Geminis at? And let me tell you something. I'm a Scorpio, and I love Geminis. But Geminis, for Scorpios, we're serious people. So we really can't be around Geminis too much because Geminis are undecisive and unpredictable. And Scorpios, we're very passionate people, so we don't want to crash out. You know what I mean? Because we don't know who we're getting today. Am I getting the cool Gemini? Or I'm getting the Gemini that's getting ready to punch me in my face. Like I don't, you know, not really punch me in my face, but you know what I mean. Like I don't know if it's gonna be a Gemini that's gonna be cool that day or a Gemini that's gonna be active. You know what I mean? It says, have you done Aquarius? No. Aquarius is gonna be the second to last. Okay. All right, Geminis. Let's see what's going on, Gemini 2023. Oh, 2023. What year am I? 2026. Jesus Christ! Like that was so funny. Okay, so we got creeping. We got love on the... Why is so many people creeping nowadays? Like creeping, love on the brain, We got rejection. We got in their head. We got an offer. Okay. All right. I like where this is going. Okay. And then we got crying over you. Okay. All right. All right, Gemini. Seems like God done broke somebody's heart. Okay. How long ago this was? This is about 4 months ago. Okay. That you broke up with this person. They are still creeping on you. Okay, Gemini, they're all in their head, overthinking, stress, and overanalyzing, okay, that breakup, okay? However, okay, you do have love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic, okay? And you have an offer coming in, okay? So you have a new person coming in, okay? And this person is pissed. When I say pissed, okay, they got rejected, okay? Remember, this was like 4 months ago. Not only did they get rejected, but then also I have crying over you. Okay. So I'm sad, upset. This person, I'm talking about 4 months. I mean, you must got that WAP. You got to have that WAP, Gemini, because baby, this person 4 months later, let me see who this person could be. Person could be a Gemini, a Libra, or the Gemini confirming the Libra. It could be an Aquarius, or a Gemini came out again, clarifying the Aquarius. Or the other Gemini. So heavy on a Gemini. And Gemini came out again. A Pisces. Gemini came out 3 times. So either the other person was also, how can a Gemini date a Gemini? That's like China dating Japan. I don't see how that worked. And this will make sense why it didn't work. Okay, but let's see who's the new person coming in, because you already rejected this person. This person's crying. It's been 4 months ago. I mean, you knew this. But it's coming out again. I guess this person is so desperate. It's like they want this to be clarified again. Okay, like again, I'm still here waiting for you, Gemini. Okay, but I want to see who's the new person coming in. Okay, so what's the tea with the new person? Who's this person? Okay, Gemini. Who's the new person? January. Who's coming in? Who's coming through? Why is this card here? Oh, okay, gifts. This not supposed to be in here. Okay, so this person has money. This person is coming with gift. Oh, look, at the top. Giving money. Okay. Wait, hold on, Gemini. Can we change places? You got gifts and money? Okay. Now I can see why you left this bozo. I can see why you left this bozo, because baby, they creeping. They seeing your social media. They seeing the gifts that this person is giving you. Okay. But they also feel like that person is an impersonator. And you know, most people feel like that about their ex's new boyfriend and new girlfriend. They always feel like, oh, that person is trying to be like me. I would have did that. I would have did that better. I would have did this, but they never did nothing. Or like you see an engagement and they say, typical. He did it on the beach, but you never even bought a ring. Okay. So that's what I'm getting. Like, this person is just talking shit. But look, this person, like I said, that's coming in, gifts and money. Like, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? Gifts and money. Okay. Anything else? Oh, travel. Travel's at the top. Can you, okay, is this stuck? Let me see. Okay. Yeah, travels at the top. Okay, also this person works out. Very athletic type person. Me likey. Me likey. Okay, cards. Let's stay together, cards. Okay, so we got ain't shit and wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay, so yeah, so be careful with that. Okay, ain't shit and wolf in sheep's clothing, meaning that all ain't what it may seem to be. And this is for most people, because when you meet somebody new, they're going to show you their representative, right? They're not going to show you who they really are, right? At first, they're going to open up the door and bring you candies and gifts. Now, can they keep up the momentum? Okay, months from there, after you gave up the cookie, okay, for instance, okay? So, yeah, this person, yes, they're coming in strong, but also what came out was wolf in sheep's clothing and ain't shit person. Okay, so yeah, so be careful with that. Okay, so as far as the rejection, I just want to see what the vibes is between you and this person that you rejected. I just want to see. I mean, for the most part, we leave people when we get tired, baby. Most people ain't trying to really be with somebody new, but once you done beat the dead horse so much, it's kind of like, You can't do it anymore. What was the rejection about? Okay, this person look you feeling puzzled. This person brought you no clarity. Okay, meaning that Gemini, you could have been dating them for like 6 to like 9 months, and they didn't even say, "Will you be my girlfriend?" Okay, will we move in? Are we gonna have kids? They didn't start. Once you meet somebody, and this person is not talking about any future plans at all, yeah, they there for a good time, not a long time. Okay, they're there for a good time, not a long time. Okay, so that's, you got tired of that. This is a masculine. I said that a masculine came out, and then we also have, there was no mutual respect, okay? Meaning that you guys were on 2 different wavelengths, Gemini. You were ready to settle down, and this person was just looking for a roommate to hump on the side, okay? I said you got the best in the first 3 months. Okay. Baby. And the crazy part, I was saying to myself is like, well, sure, I guess I'm gonna be switching them out every 3 months, because like once the representative is gone, I don't want to see the other person no more. Next, the next representative, you know what I mean? And so we got cutting ties. Okay, cutting ties. Yeah, so this person, like I said, whenever you mention to them anything serious about like moving in, Gemini, possibly starting a family, what your future goals, they shut down. Okay, they shut down. Like this, just like this. Kept dodging the questions and the answers, okay? So with that being said, you did the right thing, moving on. It looks like another wolf in sheep's clothing get ready to come, but like, and so also, thank you. It's actually a scarf that I just tied into a bow. But what I will say, Gemini, is and so let's talk about that. Let's talk about that too briefly, okay, guys? Let's be realistic, okay? And I think like this is why so many people are single and lonely in 2026. I would just say, including myself, is because we're looking for perfect, okay? Like, okay, like I'm gonna show you a perfect example, right? So every now and then I do Uber. You know, you're always going to have women that come in and they want to vent, right? So one will come in and vent, I'm about to leave my husband and I caught him cheating and blah, 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 right? So then I will say, is that it? How long you guys been together? 15 years, right? So I'm like, okay. Does he pay the bills? Yes. Is he romantic? Yes. Is he good in the bedroom? Yes. So is he help you clean? You know, mentally, are you okay? Is he a DB person? No. Okay. Stay your behind home. Okay, stay home. Okay, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna shuffle that deck, right? And you're gonna wind up with yet another joker that doesn't pay the bills, right? Probably not good in bed, right? And a plethora of other things, right? So it just gets to the point where we have to pick our poison. That's with everybody, okay? Nobody's gonna be perfect, all right? So be careful as far as like being too picky, okay? I think like you gotta have harsh no's, okay? Like a harsh nose is if you're violent, if you like to break stuff around the house, you know what I mean? If you get upset and you want to go under the hood and total the Rolls Royce, if you get upset and you want to take the Rolls Royce and crash it and crash it into a wall for no reason, okay? Those people you got to stay far away from because they're called a liability. Yeah, say it with me, liability, okay? So, yeah, for me, you got to have the harsh nose, okay? Something petty will be like, girl, like he has everything I love, but he snores at night. Girl, he snores at night, but he can't control that. You know what I mean? But it depends, though, also, because if you're a person that is like very strict on your sleep and this person snores like annoyingly loud, it's like, baby, I'm not gonna be able to get no sleep. I gotta get to work up in the morning. I'm gonna be aggy at work, then I might get fired. This might gonna be a domino effect. You see what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying, okay? Pick up your happy medium, okay? You gotta have a happy medium. It just can't just be for petty stuff and you just want to just cut somebody off, okay? All right, cool. All right, Taurus. I mean, that's not Taurus. That's Gemini, okay? All right, Gemini. Hope you got that. What you needed out of that. But somebody news coming in, have your fun while you can have your fun, because this person is also they're getting ready to be a dud, okay? They're getting ready to be a dud, okay? All right, cool. All right, let's go to the next one. We're going to go to Cancer. Okay. Let's pick another deck. Let me smoke my deck out. Okay. It said, GTD, my love, stay blessed. Yes, 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 thank you. All right, so let's see who what's going on with Cancer. Cancer, January 2026. Okay. Okay. All right. This is serious, Cancer. All right. Uh-oh. I'm glad you're going to see this. Okay. All right. All right. All right, Cancer. So this little card is going to be a little bit more serious than the other ones. So what I'm getting from this is you have a snake, right, in your grass that you consider to be a loved one, somebody that you're dealing with romantically, okay? You have to get pictures and cameras in your house, okay? Meaning that this person is taking pictures in your home of all your assets, okay? Your Rolex, your jewelry, they're getting ready to rob you. Okay, they're getting ready to rob you. Okay, key on a ring, many options, unconventional, one night. This is somebody that you had a one night stand with that you brought to your home. Okay, you have to get some cameras. Okay, beloved. Okay, because this person is gonna come to try to backstab you, Cancer. Okay, all right. Now, like I said, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, because that's what came out in the cards. Okay, Cancer. It's just competition, envy. This is a woman. The other woman, look over your shoulder. I can't make this up. And then as far as the picture, right, looking at pictures, missing nostalgia, making new memories. So while you're thinking this person is just taking pictures, like, ooh, like stand there, say cheese, like, no, they're scheming in the background, okay? They're scheming in the background, okay? It says heartbroken, pain, separation, loss, deception, lies, and shocking attack. Okay, that paired up with snake. Okay, so this is not going to be a good time, okay, to be trusting people that you don't know. Okay, Cancer, it's not looking good. Okay, all right, cool. Let me see. Okay, when is this gonna happen? Okay, it says in February. Let me go to a timestamp. When should Cancer watch out for this? So look, on a snowy day, right? And then also it says 3 years from now. So this could be something somebody is building up the process of doing. But then also it says on a snowy day, okay? Which we know we're in the wintertime right now. I'm getting New York. I'm getting New York, places where it actually snows, okay? So this wouldn't be somebody from Atlanta. This wouldn't be somebody in Miami. This would be somebody that lives in a snowy area, okay? And for those who are not living in a snowy area, somebody is building a RICO case on you. I don't know what y'all doing out there, okay? But somebody's doing something and somebody's building a RICO case on you, okay? So be careful with that. Then we got do it, okay? Do it as in get the cameras now, okay? Like tomorrow, okay? Don't wait 3 years from now, okay? All right, cool. So we do got on a snowy day. We do know we're in the winter time, okay? So that could be, it's, because everybody's situation is different. So for some of y'all, and I also got 4. So I got in the next 4 months, okay? So the number 4 on the dice was sticking up. Who this person could be? Cancer, this could be a Leo, an Aquarius. This could be a Gemini or a Pisces, or it can be Cancer clarifying the Scorpio, or actually being a Cancer that you know, okay? All right, cool. Well, not cool, but let's see what happens. I'm going to True Crime Oracle. This is a crime. This is a crime getting ready to happen. What's the plot? What's the plot? Ooh. Okay. What's the plot? What's the plot? Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. So your intuition been telling you about this person. Like, you have an intuition like something isn't right, okay? They're going to try to make it seem like this was a natural disaster, okay, as far as your health is concerned. Like, they're going to try to say like, oh, this cancer caught a heart attack or caught high blood pressure. They're going to try to catch you at a vulnerable moment in a health crisis, okay? And I hate to say it, but people do take advantage of people during health crises, okay? So yeah, and it's going to be a fall. Okay, a fall behind, landfall. It's gonna happen outside. Okay, it's not something that they're plotting on you. Yes, in your home where you gotta get cameras, but also in the same token, you know, once they see that you actually get cameras in your home, this is gonna escalate to outside. Okay, I mean that's just common sense. If I'm plotting on somebody and I go to their house, I start noticing the cameras popping out all around the house, I'm gonna try to revert this to the plan outside. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so yeah, be careful for that, Cancer. That's not looking good. Yeah. This is a warning, okay, for the spirit guys. I'm gonna see how it turns out. I want to see the person's vibes. Like, what's the problem with this person? I mean, they just obviously broke and desperate, but you know, I just wanted to see what's their vibes. Are they just jealous? Is it karma? Is it a grudge they're holding against you? Like, why? Why do you want to rob the Cancer? Why does this person want to rob the Cancer? Oh, two-faced it. Two-faced it. Okay. Luring you because they can. Luring you just like that by the hand because they can. Okay. Bottom, feminine. This is a female. Okay. So if you wanted to know that. I'm getting also, and look, suffering sign, look, peeping in on you. Okay. I'm getting like this person like is two-faced. It's like two people involved in this. That's why I said they plotting. It's two people involved in it. So this could be a girl coming to you as a girlfriend. This is an older gentleman that they're trying to get. But I'm getting that you know, she's having her boyfriend trying to set you up. Because it's a couple. Okay, I'm getting, okay. Let me go to the news. Why? Why the Cancer? What's up? Like, why the Cancer? Gotta be careful out there. Yeah, so see, squad is multiple people, okay? Spilling the beans, telling, okay? This person could be in school, so this is a younger person, could be in school or something like that. And then cutting through illusions. Yeah, this person is, like I said, coming to you as an illusion of a girlfriend, okay? But she has this boyfriend, and this is not the first time that they stuck up people before. And it could be vice versa, okay? It could simply be also a man. And let me tell you something, that happens a lot in the South, I heard, as far as like couples, like for instance, like couples getting together and manipulating innocent, desperate women, okay, under the terms of, you know, a guy's gonna deal with her, but in reality he's gonna, you know, take it for whatever money he has and then bring it back home, okay? And then like the guy does the same thing. He goes to you know, perpetrate women, and the female does the same thing. She goes to perpetrate these older men and bring the money home. So like a Bonnie and Clyde type attitude, okay? So that's what I'm getting from this case. So be careful. That's a warning, okay? That was a warning for you in January. But now, overall, how's it going to turn out? It's getting to the point, like, where's these stories coming from? But overall, how's it going to turn out for the Cancer? January. Okay. Working on your money. Okay. New beginnings. That's why. Everything's going good for you. Everything's not going good for this Bonnie and Clyde couple. They out here looking for the next. They're looking for the next victim. They're looking at you as a victim, Cancer. So I got a lot of new beginnings. Yep. So I got a lot of new beginnings. I got, you will be standing your ground. You will take heed to this warning. You will be able to see this. A judgment is going to come. So you're going to, like, you know, make a judgment on that person, okay? And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. So you will be protecting your money. Okay. So yeah, you will be able to see that, for those that will see this reading, they will be able to, how you say, like, get that warning, and take heed to it. Okay. All right, cool. So now we just did the Cancer. We getting ready to do the Leo. Let's see what Leo got going on. Yeah, and I'm not shocked because, man, it's 2026. People are getting like more desperate and more desperate as money is getting lower and lower. People are like not coming up with how they're gonna get these bills paid, and you'll be surprised. And it's a lot of like I said, it's a lot of lonely people out there. You know what I mean? That could be victimized. You know what I mean? In many different ways. Okay. All right. Cool. So let's go to Leo. What's going on with Leo? It's a lot of legal issues going on. I don't know why. Okay, Leo. Leo, January 2026. Okay. Okay, Leo. So what I'm getting from this is a drama, excuse me, drama starter. You plan on moving away from. You're trying to move away from this person that's a drama starter, okay? But they're in their ego. It's not going to be easy, and you know that to move away from this person is going to result in legal issues, okay? You are partying though. You're more in a good space as far as that is concerned, with partying, having a good time, stuff like that. But there is a personator in your mix also as well. So you will notice that if you're constantly like going off to different places, there is like somebody that is like basically stalking you. Okay, stalking you, whether it be in a club or whatever, trying to be like you. This could be somebody that you was dealing with before, for whatever reason, and now they're just trying to find somebody like you. Or you go to the club and you go to the club and you see your ex with somebody that looks like a twin of yours. And you're just like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would you try to date somebody that looks just like me? Okay. It's just giving weird energy. Okay. And this is for the Leos. Okay. All right. So as far as the drama starter, why the drama starter? Who are we moving on from, matter of fact? Okay, this person that use scarcity tactics, like, if you ever leave me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to X, Y, and Z. And that's why they went and go to find somebody that looks just like you, because they're like trying to be petty. You know what I mean? Grudge holder. Somebody looking you up. Feminine energy. Somebody with a bad reputation. Okay? Who this person could be? Taurus or Capricorn, Leo? Could be a Taurus or Scorpio. Could be a Taurus or a Pisces. Okay. All right, cool. So you're doing the right thing, moving away from this person, because no matter what, okay, they were toxic. Like, who, like they're personally going to clubs, okay, Leo, that you go to. So they're personally going out their way, okay, to want to make you jealous, okay. And I just want to see your vibe. Like, how are you gonna feel about this? Okay, how's Leo gonna feel about this though? Okay, it says blocking them. Okay, so you will be antisocial, avoiding them, deeming them to be a clingy ex. Okay, but you're also checking on their social media as well, okay, to this ex that you burn bridges with. So it's kind of like, Leo, let it go, okay? Let it go. This person moved on. You moved on. You don't want it to wind up in legal issues. I'm going to go to the news article. I want to see why the legal issues. How does this escalate to something legally? This keeps coming out in a lot of people's read. I just got this. Okay, so you try to spin the block. Recalling. You try to spin the block. You guys do some drinking of some sort. okay? And inevitably, you should have just left it where it was at, okay? So my advice for Leo is leave this alone. Don't revisit it. It's not going anywhere. It's one of those situations where, and it's that's the thing I feel, right? When you break up with somebody, let bygones be bygone. You go your way. Like me personally, when I break up with somebody, I don't care who they're with after me. And I'm just being honest. I don't care who you date after me, okay? I moved right on along, okay? Because number one, I know my energy. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I'm about. And so when you know that confidence about yourself, you know that there's only one you, and there could never be another impersonator. They could never, ever be anybody like you, okay? So with that being said, have fun, okay? Jump off the highest skyscraper, okay? Not literally, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Like, find something better to do with your time, okay? All right, cool. What to look out for with this person? I don't know why a lot of, and this ain't supposed to be in here, so let's see what it's about. Oh, this is the actual card, okay? That's the actual card. So it's kind of saying like, don't resort to wanting to have extra relations with this person, because yeah, it's not gonna end good. It's not gonna. That's gonna be a way to fall right back into this. Okay, we got dismemberment came up in there. We got accident came up in there, and then we have social media. Okay, yeah. So Leo, my advice is to move on. Okay, I'm getting that from a lot. Like I said, I'm getting this from a lot of readings of having to move on. Overall, let's see how it's gonna turn out though. Outside of this thing you got going on here. Okay, you got new love coming in. You got new love coming in. You got the World card. So yeah, you got better things to do. You got better things to do, Leo, than to be judgment came through, yeah. You got better things to do than to be running behind old news. So my advice to you is to move on. January of 2026, move on. Time to move on. Time to move on. Time to be strong. Take that, take that, take that. Okay? Don't do it. Okay? And if you guys as I'm going along, if you guys want me to pull out a private reading for you, you can. If you want me to if you want to add something specific, all you gotta do is send a donation, and I will pull out one card for your question. Okay? As I'm going, that's optional. I like to actually do that because it kind of like gives me a break from doing the reading and go off into something else and then come back. So it's kind of cool. Why did somebody's message got retracted? What did you put? Okay. Next one we getting ready to go to is Virgo. All right, what's going on with Virgo? January 2026, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo? I know Virgo, that's why I'm laughing. What's going on with Virgo? Ooh, wow. These three cards just flipped over again. Dismemberment, accident, Facebook. Interesting. All right, let's look at it. Want you back? Rejected? Talking-ish? Cock blocking? Dirty offer? Crying over you. All right. Now, this could be you or it could be them. Okay? It could be either or. Okay? Virgo. So, either you want somebody back or somebody wants you back. Okay? There's talking shit going on in the background. Okay? There's a dirty offer. Okay, on the table. Somebody has gotten rejected. Somebody's thinking about cock blocking, okay? And then crying over you, okay? I want to see who's the one who wants who back. Let's look into that. Okay, Virgo. Who wants who back? What's going on with want you back? Got an apology. So you owe somebody an apology or they owe you an apology. This is concerning a relationship. Concerning a relationship, okay? You had to really take a look at yourself, okay, in the mirror behind this. I just feel like for some reason why you keep circling the block. How many years you know this person? It says 3 years. Or you haven't seen him in 3 years. But the moral story I'm getting from this is like you keep circling the block with this Virgo. And it's kind of like you keep winding up in the same shit different day with this person. Okay? It's like no expansion. This fell near crying over you. This is not going to go anywhere. Okay? It's not. You got to move on from this. I don't know why I'm keep having this over and over and over again with having to tell signs to move on from other people. But I'm getting that. What's the, what are they talking ish about? What are they talking ish about the Virgo about? What are they saying? Okay, they're saying that you wanted to settle down with them. They were saying that you was trying to force them to settle down, or you was thinking about settling down with them, but they was busy gossiping behind your back, just so you know. So while you was thinking you was getting ready to settle down with them, they was thinking, nah, okay, somebody could possibly be pregnant also. So I'm feeling also that somebody is Virgo, somebody is hiding a pregnancy from you. Either you got them pregnant or you're pregnant and you're hiding the pregnancy. Either which way, a pregnancy is being hidden. Okay, you know, from somebody for some reason. I wouldn't really know what it was. Only you would know. Chain of codependency. Like somebody's like also saying like, you know, the Virgo is hung up on me and they're like blowing their head up trying to make it seem like you're the stalker. Okay, I'm getting from this, but they owe you an apology. What's the apology about? Why did they owe you an apology? Oh, they was tiptoeing out on you. So if you're a Virgo and you was thinking, what was the reason for this breakup? Why didn't this person want to move forward with me? It's because they were tiptoeing on you with somebody else. There's your answer. Okay. What was the offer though? What was the offer? What was the offer? Going against expectations, defying forms came out. What was the offer? I think that they was just living for today. And the whole time they already knew this. They already knew they was getting ready to leave you. They lured you in by like recalling stuff. Like remember the time that they just basically, like I hate to say it, Virgo, but they played with your time. Okay? They played with your time, they played with your mind. They went back and told other people how you're codependent on them, possibly even got pregnant or and for some reason why not telling you about it, just like very secretive, probably because they knew that they probably came around wasting your time but got caught up and slipped up, if you understand what I'm saying. Like they didn't have the plan B, and yeah, they got caught up. Okay, so this person does owe you an apology. You're you feel like this was a wrecking ball. This person contacted you on Facebook. That's how the conversation even started, Virgo. This person contacted you on Facebook, but they left you feeling like this, dismembered, broken, okay? But it is what it is. This person could be Virgo. This person could be a Pisces or a Cancer, an Aquarius or a Taurus, a Virgo or a Pisces, a Scorpio or a Gemini. Okay, so there's your answer. Okay, if it's any of them signs, that is your clarity. It is what it is. I'm just, let me see what they came in for, because nobody don't try to, some people do come to lift you up to drop you down. Okay, but I want to see what their true intentions was. Why did this person come and try to get back with the Virgo? Why did this person try to come back and get with the Virgo? Why did this person come back in the first place? Why did this person come back in the first place? Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So Virgo, this person did see that you were doing well off. I already did Gemini, love. You got to run it back. This person already saw that you were well off, okay? At the time that they contacted, they wasn't really doing that well, okay? Things that they accomplished, everything had fell over, okay? Even though they still have, you know, some type of momentum in the back. The reality is they wasn't at their best standing point. I mean, look how they're looking at the ground, okay? So this person came to spin the block, okay? They was focused on the coin, okay? And this could possibly be a female, okay, with the Empress here, okay? So it is what it is. That's why it's so hard to let people spin the block, especially if they're not well off, and especially if they're going through the moment, because you don't know what their true intentions are. I can ask the vibes. What was the? Why did they come? Why did they spin the block? Why did they spin the block? Okay, we got lust there. We got lust there. We got time also. Okay, time meaning that you know, they ain't seen you in a while. So you was actually separated from this person for a while before they came back, and you were right. That was a waste of time. X came out. Definitely somebody that you already seen before. But what was their intentions? Two-Face, double life. Okay, so this person didn't have no good intentions at all. So if you was even thinking, Virgo, like what was up with this person that came and spin the block, there's your answer. Okay, and you should probably never ever see them again. You should do yourself a favor, okay, and just keep it moving. If they ever try to contact you again, run. Run, okay? It's not ever going to be what you think it's going to be. It's always going to be very much something, okay? So I don't get that. Hopefully that, hopefully it doesn't resonate with you. But if it resonates with you, that's your answer. If you was thinking, if this person was just playing with my time and my mind, you were absolutely right. Especially if their zodiac sign came out when I pulled it out, okay? All right. The next thing that we are on is Libra. Okay, let's see what's going on with Libra for 2026. This is so good. I'll show you again what it is. I'm going to get this again if I can find it. It's very rare. It's called Kamora. If I can find it again, I'll get it again. Okay, what's going on with Libra? What's going on with Libra? Libra. Okay. All right, Libra. So what it's looking like is, let me get some lip gloss, baby, because I have to stay hydrated. And where's my Libras at? Is there any Libras in the building? If you're a Libra in the building, say hey. Gotta smell good and look good. Okay. I don't know why I be feeling like y'all can smell me on the camera. I love this right here. This smells so good. Sugar vanilla. All right. So Libra, okay. You possibly could be filing for bankruptcy, okay, with legal and bankruptcy here, or somebody that you know that either filed for bankruptcy or is gonna file for bankruptcy, okay. You need them to be played out, okay. But I'm getting from the cards that that's no facts, okay. So what I mean by that is just because somebody files for bankruptcy doesn't mean that they're bankrupt. A lot of people file for bankruptcy because they have to protect their assets. And those assets could go into the millions and thousands. So that's not true, okay? If you knew anything about bankruptcy and business, okay? There's somebody that you're no longer interested in, okay? This is somebody that you live with, okay? And you're ready to move out, okay, Libra? When would you be moving out? In 5 months, okay? So looking like May, June, if you was thinking about should you leave this person, should you move out of this person's home, the answer is yes, okay? And the answer is you will be moving out around May of 2026, okay, Libra? This person could be a Pisces or a Taurus. This person could be a Scorpio or an Aries. So it's either you're moving in or you're moving out, okay? But you are moving in, you are moving out, and then you're moving in with somebody else, okay? And this person could be a Sag or an Aries, okay? Either which way, you're done with this person, you're uninterested, you're moving on, okay? So you're either moving out of the house with somebody and you're moving in with somebody. So that's two things. You're moving out with an old person and you're moving in with a new person, okay? Just so you know, okay? As far as this person with the legal issues and the bankruptcy, who's that? Person could be a Gemini, a Capricorn, could be an Aquarius, could be an Aries, or could be an Aries or a Pisces. Okay, the person that you deem you know, has issues, but like I said, no facts came out with that. Okay, so Libra, do what works best for you. Okay, I think like too much times we worry about what everybody else's finances is, what they got going on, and unless that inevitably affects you, I don't feel like that should be your business. I feel like you need to focus on, you know, the grass on your side, because a move is coming. Okay, a move is getting ready to come, and you know moves are costly when you have to move. Okay, that is not cheap. Every time you have to re-up, you gotta get a moving van. You gotta pay first month's rent, first month's security if you're not buying your home. You know, it's a lot of things that come into moving. Okay, and that's costly. You don't have time to worry about this. You don't have time to worry about what everybody else going on with their legal issues. Okay, it's saying more so. Spirit guide saying, Libra, focus on yourself. Okay. And looking into this, I want to see, what do you deem played out? Like, what's the T? What's the T cards? What do you deem to be played out, Libra? What do you deem to be played out? Okay, it's somebody that you have a child with. You have a child in common with this person. Fake flexing came out. They told you recently about some car issues that they have. This person is still into you though. Like, this person is trying to like stick around. Okay, but I'm getting you're too busy winning and unbothered. You're too busy winning and unbothered. But no, this person is trying to force a relationship. They're trying to make this work. But you're gonna move, Libra. You're gonna move. You're gonna dodge a bullet. You're gonna look at that like, I'm dodging a bullet. Like, I'm finally in 2026 going to set myself free. I don't want to be associated with you. I don't want to be associated with these kids. And if you do got kids in common, that's probably why it's gonna go to court, because this child services did pair up with legal also, along with the bankruptcy. Okay, and that's the thing about relationships. Like I said, you know, when you're married and you got kids in common, it's serious. It's something more serious than an average relationship, because there's other key factors, okay, to this breakup. Okay, this person is not gonna let you go easily. It says intimidate and threaten, bother. This person is not gonna let you go easily, Libra. Okay, gonna try to give you some type of dirty offer. Okay, so this person wants to fight for this relationship, and I feel like that's good to know. Okay, whether you like it or not. Okay, this person doesn't want you to leave. Okay, I'm getting Libra. Okay, but it's gonna happen, and you're gonna feel like you dodged a bullet once you settle. Okay, you're very much uninterested. You're just uninterested anymore. This person doesn't do it for you. I'm gonna look at the vibes and see what you're interested about. Why is the Libra uninterested? Okay, you feel a closeness and a mutual respect with somebody else. You're just ready to cut ties, and the person leaves you puzzled. Okay, you're starting to get depressed over there where you're at. So overall, yeah, shattered. Overall, you're just not happy, Libra. Overall, you're just not happy. So yeah, you're just ready to move on, and it's gonna happen. So also, I want to just see how's everything gonna happen when you do move. Now let's look at that, because like we already talked about this for Libra. How is the overall move? Okay, yeah, you're gonna find balance. You're gonna find balance. It's a win. Look at that. That's success. Success, popularity, balance, win, options. And guess what else came out? Libra, major arcana. Okay, so this message was for you. If you was worried about if you should leave this situation, leave this, and this is somebody that, don't get it confused. This is not somebody you're dating. This is somebody that you live with already. You're moving out. This is somebody that you live with. And said, thank you for the confirmation. No problem. Okay, and it is what it is. I mean, like, baby, when it ain't working, it just ain't working, and it's don't need to keep beating a dead horse because you're unhappy. No matter who wants. Like, let me tell you something. I literally just had somebody engaged to me not so long ago. Matter of fact, in November. And let me tell you something. As much as this man wants to make it work out with me, I just had to say no. That's the moral of the story, okay? It's a lot of factors to it, but most importantly, I'm just not happy, okay? And no matter if somebody wants to make it work out with you so bad, the reality of the fact is to what cost, okay? Like, I don't think nobody comes here to be unhappy, okay? In any aspect, okay? Whether it's actually, whether it's emotionally. My thing is safe wise. If I don't feel safe with you, I could work on a lot of things, but if you don't make me feel safe as a woman, and I'm talking about real safety, okay, I can't do it. And that's just me, okay? So that was my underlying factor, is that he just didn't make me feel safe, so I had to go, okay? Like, that was that, and that was that. And yeah, so that's a whole nother conversation in itself. But okay, Libra, that's where we're at with it, okay? All right. So the next one we getting ready to go to is Scorpio. You know, I'm a Scorpio, y'all. So I'm excited to do mine and figure out exactly what we got going on. What's getting ready to come up. Because I be trying to get my little collective reading in there also with you guys. So now I'm getting ready to do my own. And let's see what's getting ready to come out of this. Okay. Scorpio, January 2026. That makes sense. January 2026. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right, Scorpio. So it's looking like you got a lot of groupies. Okay. You have a lot of groupies for January. I see a lot of people in your chart, okay? You're going to find somebody, though, that you're going to have good chemistry with, great vibes, and positive, okay? I also have, be careful if somebody's like clout hungry. Like, it's looking like this ex is going to be like, oh, that was my girlfriend, and like we dated, and just like they're going on these rants like on social media of like, you know, just you ever saw something like I've literally even seen men do this where they broken up with a woman and they're on their platforms talking about how, oh, she was dirty and she wasn't shit, and but all of those things, but you were still with her for years. You know what I mean? And then like you get these baby mamas like, oh, my baby father ain't shit. You chose him. You chose him to be your you know, you did that. You did that, right? You chose this person, right? So that's what I'm getting from there. I'm getting says anything, does anything, just make shit up dramatic, okay? This is a stalker, okay? Stalking, watching, obsessed. Okay, I got obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, passive, karmic, okay? And then haunted. They're haunted by the memories, okay? Haunted by memories, flashback, trauma, and side effects, okay? So this person is, like I said, I'm getting this for a lot of people, okay? But happy news, okay? You have options, okay? And if somebody's really into you, I want to see who's the person that's into you. Let's focus on who's coming through. And we'll see who this other stalker is. Person that's coming to be a Taurus, Sag, Gemini, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra. Okay. All right, cool. So you can look forward to that, Scorpio, with that. How's that gonna turn out though? Let's see how this is gonna turn out. And you have, there's a lot of options on here. How that's gonna turn out with a Scorpio. Okay. We have balance. Okay, I see money. I see sugar daddy. I see a sugar daddy. Okay, a sugar mama, a sugar daddy. Okay, that's going to come through with the money. So that's why illusions came out. So this is not really a real relationship. This is actually just friends with benefits. Clugging. Let's hold on. Clugging. Ain't nothing wrong with friends with benefits, y'all. I mean, in 2026, ain't nothing wrong with friends with benefits, okay? But that's what I got. You two guys will balance each other out, okay? But for some reason, it's going to be a burden on that person. Like, they're going to wish that they, like, down the line, they're going to wish that they never met you, only because they're more into you than you are into them. Okay, Scorpio, they're going to be more into you than you are into them. Okay, you're going to look at them more like a gold digger. Okay, you're going to look more at them like a gold digger, because there's no love here. I just see money. Okay, I don't see anything loving here. I see a fast start. I see balance. But the delusion card came out. And look at the Scorpio right there. Look at that. Scorpio's right there. Okay? So it is what it is. You know, Libra popped out. Libra popped out his head. Okay. Let me tell you something about the Libra. The major arcana Libra card is always popping itself out. He wanted to be president. I feel like this Libra said, I don't care what nobody else got going on. I'm always going to be there. I'm always, because look at all of that came out, this one still managed to rear its ugly head, as it always does, especially on the Scorpio readings. I noticed that, okay? Commas denominated with that, okay? So now and look, he deems this going to be successful. He deems he's going to be successful at the end of the day with all of this, meaning that he or she is a Libra. They feel like they're going to win the Scorpio's heart no matter what, okay? Through all the options. Remember, there's a bunch of groupies there. Groupie card came out. Through all the options. That's very prominent. I'm going to win, right? I'm going to win this battle through all the options, okay? Clock that T, Libra, okay? Yes, I like that, okay? Speak up. All right, cool. All right, so then now we have Sense of Love and Haunted. What's going on with this person? What's going on in this person's mind? What? Says, when does Scorpio not have a stalker? Like, honest to God. Females and males alike. Scorpios are very sexy signs. Not the obsessive lover. Okay, so this person feels like they are from the outside looking in. They're from the outside looking in. They look at you as the Bitcoin. Very successful person. That's their judgment on you. It's like, you left me high and dry. Okay? That's what I'm getting for them. You left me high and dry. Okay? I felt like time and time again, that it's not the first time that you and this person have been on this up and down roller coaster, Scorpio. Okay? And it is what it is. But, shit. The Libra here. Okay? Libra's here on this side, and he got some competition also. Or she got some competition. Okay? All right. So as far as the stalker, what's gonna be there? What do you gotta watch out for this stalker? Let's see if I got any warnings coming through for here. Okay, Scorpio, what do you gotta watch out with this stalker for January? And you guys, some of you guys already know who this is. Put a 1 in the room. If you're a Scorpio, put a 1 in the room if you know who this is already. I'm weak. Money. Okay. Money came out. Watch your money. Justice. Revenge. Something else surrounded about a marriage. Watch out for a person trying to hide. Hide in the bushes. Hide in the yard. Hide behind the house. Hide behind your car. This person is going to try to hide and pop out on you. Get some bear spray. Get some bear spray. Get some bear spray. Yo, let me tell you something. This is a true story. Like a while ago, not so long ago, my homegirl was telling me a situation that she got into, you know, with her significant other, right? And then she says, unfortunately, that they got into it, right? They got into a brawl. And she carries, like me, right? So I'm just like, so you telling me that he did all this stuff and you carry and nothing happened to that? So she wasn't even really telling me like a real like how, right? Because she had to get stitches. Like this was serious, right? So well, I just say carry. I don't really want to mention the run name, right? But you understand what I'm saying, right? And so I started laughing because, right, we was drunk when we was having this conversation, right? And I said, girl, you're gonna have to get some bear spray. And we both started laughing so damn hard because it's kind of like, let me get this right. So you got assaulted by a man, unfortunately, right? And nothing happened? Because it couldn't have been me. Right? So then I'm just like, in this case, you just need to get some bear spray then. I mean, if you're not going to use it when you're getting attacked, you might as well just get some bear spray. You know what I mean? We just start laughing like, but when I said we laughed so damn hard when I said that shit, I was like, you should have got some bear spray because I don't know what made me think about bear spray. I didn't even say mace. I said bear spray. Boy, we laughed so damn hard. Like, oh my God. All right. Say anything else? I'm sorry. I got some stories, bro. It just be funny. Like, and cover up, okay? So this person, cover up, okay? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so yeah, bear spray. Like I said, when all else fails, bear spray, okay? Oh my God, okay. So next one we getting ready to go to is, we got 4 more signs left. We're going to go into Sag, okay, y'all? I'm trying to bust this out for y'all so I can just go on about my month. Because, you know, I be liking to solve my crimes and stuff like that. I don't mind doing the zodiac signs, but I really love solving crimes. So I just want to make sure I get all the signs out right now for January, just in case if I'm not going to do any signs one by one. You know what I mean? So let me just get them all. So next one we're getting ready to do is Sag. Okay, let's see what the Sag has got going on. Hopefully, it's a lot of breakups, I noticed. It's a lot of out with the old and in with the new. If that makes sense, but it's a lot of it. Like a lot. Let's see. Okay, what's going on with the Sag? Sag. Okay, Sag. Oh my God. Okay, Sag. I hate to see that card. Clock it. Okay, Sag. Okay. I don't know why this finger keep... Let's try and go to another one. Okay. All right. So, Sag. Okay. You recently broke up with somebody, like literally running away. All right. From somebody that gave you one of these. Right? Focus on that. Okay. Gave you one of those. Okay. You deem this to be bad karma. Okay. Okay. So I gotta retract that. So I'm getting it's not you with the bad karma card. You found out that somebody that you were dating with recently, that you broke up with, that you were running away from. Okay, that makes sense. Actually wind up catching one of these. And it ain't just your average one. It's the one you can't get rid of. Okay? And this is for the Sag. Okay? So you need that to be bad karma. This person is a person that like partying a lot, like too much drinks all the time, and also had a bad gambling problem. Okay, you see this person to be an ain't shit person. So you kind of felt like basically that you dodged the bullet with this Sag. You feel like you dodged the bullet with this because this could have been you. Wow, that's scary. Because I'm like, where would bad karma come from then? Because karma's something somebody else gets, not you. Okay, so that's why I had to retract that. Okay. Who's this person? I gotta wrap it up. We in 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. 2026. Person could be a Leo. Person could be a Sag. Person could be a Capricorn. Person could be an Aries. Person could be a Libra. Person could be a Taurus. Okay, Sag. So you kind of gotta like a know. Let me get some. Cause this is serious. Just in case if you don't know, you don't go back. Okay, Sag. Give me like a initials. Okay. Okay, we got E. We got I. We got B. We got P. We got H. We got F. We got I again. We got Z. We got F again. And then we got N. Okay? So, you know, based on the zodiac sign and based on the letter, you know who that person is. And this actually transmitted disease they got is non-curable. It's non-curable, okay? So, yeah, you dodged the bullet with that, okay? As far as, because, like, it's very cutthroat. It's like running away, then found out about that. You feel like it was bad karma for that person. That person was a heavy drinker, had a gambling problem, and you been knew the person was ain't shit ass person, okay? So it's very clean cut. So I don't feel like it's a need to investigate into this. Or I can just try to see, like, why do you feel like it was their bad karma? Like, what did they do? Sag, why did you feel like it was their karma? Why? Yeah, because like you said, they was always out in the nightlife. They keep saying that. Partying, nightlife. That came out twice. They were just too loose. Okay? And you kept trying to tell them, slow down, slow down. Like, let's take a break. Let's go by the water. Let's take vacations. And they just wouldn't stop. They just wouldn't stop. And let me tell you something, and I've seen somebody crash out like this recently, is that people rarely stop until they crash out. No matter how many times you tell them over and over and over again, don't do this, don't do that, they still do it, and then they crash the hell out. And then most of the time they want to be mad at you for something that they did. You know what I mean? Is this person with the actually transmitted disease going to try to come spin the block? Are they going to try to come spin the block? I got a female trying to come spin the block. Are they gonna try to come spin the block? But you find out that this is a narcissist. This is a narcissistic person. Yeah, they're gonna try to bring chaos. They're on some bullshit. We see with the whirlwind in the back. They're gonna try to come through like a whirlwind and give it to anybody and everybody that they can give it to. A tornado, right, affects a large area, a large scaled area. You know what I mean? Affect and infect, same thing. Okay, so yeah, this person is on a voyage to probably try to infect as many people as they can. So you're more than likely probably on the list. Okay, so yeah, you'll be dodging bullets with this. Overall, outside of this messiness, because this don't shoot the messenger, because this is what came out. Outside of this messiness, how is your January going to turn out otherwise? And I will go get checked. Okay, if you're not sure if this was post or prior. Oh, other than that, I don't mean to scare anybody, but that's what came out in the card. Other than that, sure. Well, okay, you'll still be. It looked like you're on the money front. You're juggling probably 2 jobs, resources, stuff like that. But on the love front, on the home front, you're doing great. So and that makes sense, because when you leave a toxic person, your life seems to go straight up. Okay, as soon as you leave a toxic person alone. Okay. Also, I'm getting a Scorpio. Okay, so you could possibly be involved with a Scorpio also, Sag, that is balancing you out, okay, throughout this whole thing, and is supportive. Okay, like I said, money's doing good. Money's doing good. There's options on the table. A new start. Okay, working hard. And everything moving fast in your favor. Because all of this is favor. Everything's moving fast in your favor. So, yeah, stay away from this person. Whoever's trying to spin the block, Sag, in January, you might not want to do that. And if you do, y'all might have to go get tested together. Okay, because that definitely came out. Okay, so that's going to be for the Sag. Next, we're going to do Capricorn. Where's all my caps at? Where's all my caps at? Where's all my caps at? Okay, we coming down. We coming down to the last. This is the last three. Last three zodiac signs. Where's all my caps at? Where's all my caps at? Okay, let's see Capricorn. What you got going on? 2026 Capricorn. Okay. 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 All right, Capricorn. So this is very clean cut also. It says reflecting. Okay. So ever since the ball dropped, you know, the ball dropped, champagne and stuff like that, you're focused on your goals, Capricorn. Look. Right when the ball dropped. See the sparkles and the drink. You've been focused on your goals all the way together. Okay. You're getting out of the bad habits, okay, of up and down relationships, fantasizing and daydreaming of what could have been. It looks like, Cap, which I like to see is that you're leaning more towards peace. You're leaning more towards learning from your mistakes. You're not trying to revisit, okay? This person that you're not trying to revisit could possibly have been a thief, like to steal stuff. Also is into heavy rugs, okay? Not financially well off. So I like to hear it, Capricorn. It looks like you also are dodging a bullet because this been going on for how many years? It's been going on for a year, okay? And I'll even do a timestamp with this just to see how long has this been going on with this person. Capricorn said not this year. Capricorn said not this year. So Do It came out. Capricorn said not this year. I refuse. I feel you, Cap. How long? I feel like this been going on for a while though. How long has it been going on for? 5 years. It's been going on for 5 years of up and down with this person that is into rugs, steals all the time, broke. I'm talking about taking you down. Okay? I'm talking about you couldn't get nothing done. Okay? Without this person ruining everything. Okay? Because you try to buy stuff for the house, they sell it because they're on rugs. Okay? You know, you can't bring them to nobody's house because they steal. You know what I mean? And it felt like really that you had 5 children. Somebody has 4 children and that person was the 5th. I can't make this up. Okay? You broke up with them on a Tuesday too. You broke up with them on a Tuesday, on a foggy day. And you did the right thing, okay? Because this person was not going to change, okay? They got bad habits. They're stuck in their ways, okay? You got tired of daydreaming and beating your head about it. And it was like, you know what? I'm out, okay? You're uninterested now. Uninterested with this drama starter, okay? And you did the right thing, okay? Let's see overall. Get 3 cards overall. How's it going to be for your January 2026? Capricorn, January 2026. Ooh. The Sun card of my favorite card in the deck. The Magician card. Victory. Yes, the Star card. Not receiving that offer back. Clap that tea. Clap that tea. Woo! I love this for y'all, Caps. Okay, and also marriage. So stay on your track. If you left this person alone, leave them alone for good. And I'm talking to myself. Leave them alone for good. Okay? When I tell you, I'm not never spinning the block with my ex ever again. Baby, when I'm telling you, the next time he will see me is going to be either in heaven or hell. I'm going to be honest because I don't know where I'm going. But wherever I'm going, he ain't gonna see me there. Let's put it like that, okay? Promise you. Okay? So, that's that for the Cap. Let's go into the Aquarius. That was very cutthroat. That was very clean. You left some toxic, disgraceful animal that it was just like a parasite. Like I'm literally getting the word parasite when I'm thinking about this person. It's like, can you imagine the next girl or the next man that's gonna get this female or this male and think that they want a prize? The joke's on you. Not the joke's on you. The joke is literally on you, okay? Okay, we're gonna go to Aquarius. Did you guys ever think about that? Like when somebody gets your ex and you think, I bet you think you got a prize. Little do you know. Okay, that little toy that's gonna come jump out the box on your ass, okay? Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? January 20. Little right. Little do they know, James. Aquarius 2026. Not again. Not again, Aquarius. Grudge holder. Be careful, okay? Why is that coming out again? I mean, like, are we really having unprotected sexual relations in 2026? Are we really? Like, please tell me we're not. Please tell me that's not what we're doing, okay? That karma jackpot. Okay. Running ego. All right. Okay, Aquarius. And I don't know why I'm seeing this again. Somebody. Oh, thank you, James. Somebody, okay, that's a grudge holder, is trying to come bring you an actually transmitted disease. Okay? I don't make it up. It's in the cards. Okay? Somebody's wishing you bad karma, but they don't understand that you're such a good person. No, you're going to have good karma. Because bad karma paired up with jackpot. Okay, so you're going to win some type of lottery, some type of scratch off, some winnings, some earnings, a check coming in the mail, very much something. Okay, so that's good to know. Okay, you're learning to run away from your ego. You're learning to run away from your ego in 2026, which is basically like, I'm not going to do anything ego driven anymore. Okay, I'm not going to do anything where I'm going against my better judgment just because it's my ego and I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, not knowing what the consequences of the actions is going to be. Okay, so this is good. This is growth, but this is what I'm most okay. This is what I want you to look at the most, Aquarius. Okay, so wrap it up, because and I've been seeing this a lot more lately. Of people trying to purposely give people an actually transmitted disease. So y'all be careful in 2026. Okay, with that. Okay. All right. Not cool. I don't know why I would say cool after I do a reading, but it's a habit. It's a New York thing. But it's definitely not cool. Okay. We know they got a grudge, because I was gonna clarify, but we know they got a grudge. That's why they doing it. Okay. What made them get the grudge? What did the grudge stem from? It was all the fact that you dumped them, and a female's there too. So a female and a male. So it's multi-gender. It's over the fact that you moved on to another relationship. They moved on, but they caught something, and they're not gonna try to give it to you back so you can give it to your partners. Okay. So yeah. So Aquarius, be careful for that. Don't take anybody back. Keep a distance. Keep a distance. They do feel trapped with whatever they got, because they can't get rid of it. Okay, you're staying hopeful and optimistic, okay, throughout this all. Okay, what made you learn to get out your ego? Like, what? Because it's always the breaking point. What was the breaking point for the Aquarius that made you say, you know what, I'm not gonna operate off my ego anymore. I'm gonna operate off of common sense. Some type of drama that happened. Like, remember I told y'all, it take people to hit rock bottom to really stop the bull crap. Something happened, and you know what it is. And it was big. okay? And you said, had I wouldn't have been in my ego, this would have never happened, okay? And this happens a lot also with teenagers, young adults, where they're transitioning from being an adult from a young adult, and they still don't want to listen to their mom and their dads. And the mom and the dad says, you know, don't do those drugs because X, Y, and Z, and they you know, they're gonna do it anyway because they don't want to listen to mom and dad, and they do it anyway, okay? And then something hits the fan, okay? And then they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna stop operating off my ego, and I'm gonna do the right thing, okay? So that's what I felt like happened, okay? It was like a breaking point for you. Something that you did caused you to have to move. Something that you did caused you to have to move. That cost you money. Okay? Getting threats from people and just blindly finding it to be played out. This literally just flew out of nowhere. And yeah, just tired. Just ain't shit. Just tired. Okay? Just tired of fronting, you know, trying to act delulu. Ego driven, okay? Ego. Her ego getting in the way of relationships, etc. Like I said, get in the way of everything. Your ego. You got tired of your own ego getting in the way of, you know, like for instance, you'll break up with this ex, right? I'm gonna show a perfect example. So you'll break up with this ex, they'll go over there, you'll go over there, and the ex will want to come get back to you, and because your ex moved on, your ego would say, you know what, I'm going to go sleep with him anyway, even though I'm in a whole nother relationship. And then, well, you'll wind up catching something because of that ego. Does that make sense? Okay? So yeah, stay out of your ego. Stay away from that ex. Okay? Overall, what's going to happen? Aquarius 2026. Overall. Okay. Overall, a lot of cards. Okay. So at first, okay, you will feel like you're from the outside looking in, okay? But things will turn around, okay, in your favor. So you just had this breakup with this other person, and at first it looks like they're having like the bestest time in the world until you find out about this. And it's not gonna feel so bad. Okay, that's why the wheel comes back around, because like, oh, I didn't lose out on anything, okay? Because something really bad happened over there, okay? Just time to focus on yourself, healing, okay? Sleep, healing, working on your finances, okay? And weighing your options. Okay, and then new beginnings comes right after that. Okay, so like I said, the minute that you get out of your ego, which you will, okay, things are going to turn around for you. Okay, so that's the message. Okay, for the Aquarius. Okay, all right. Lastly, Pisces. We are coming to the end, y'all. Let's see what's going on for the Pisces. That's right here, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I don't even know who made this right here, but I'm gonna make me another one of these soon as I get off of here. That was good. That tastes good to drink with, like, mix like a vodka with it. Because it's like super sweet. It's like a liqueur. But I feel like I could mix like some Absolute with that and make it like a martini with a strawberry in it. You know, I'm exotic. I'm exotic. I be having to do all type of different things, like, to my drinks. Like, I gotta do what everybody else ain't doing. You know what I mean? All right. So lastly, y'all, the Pisces. Let's go. Let me put my little thimbles on. I just kept suck. I gotta get me another thimbles. These ones, they cool, but they keep like cutting off the circulation. I have to get me ones that don't. But like this don't fit on my finger because it's like too loose. So I be having to like double it. But I'm gonna find a way to get me ones that doesn't have to cling on to me like this. Cause I really like playing with them, but then they cut off my blood circulation. It just pisses me off. It just pisses me off. All right, y'all. So, Pisces, 2026, January. Pisces, what we got going? What we got going on? Okay. You got travel. We got people giving you money. You rejected somebody. It's a friend. It's a friend, not a relationship. We got people fighting on this travel, girl fight. And then we got spiritual gifts. Okay, cool. Let me find out somebody else in here is a tarot card reader. Let me find out there's another tarot card reader in here watching me that's a Pisces. Okay. All right. So you're going to be traveling. Okay. I'm going to tell you when. It's going to be in March, January, February, March. No, January, February, March, April. It's going to be April. Sorry. I don't know why I got to do that, but I'm not, my mind, I've been doing this for a whole album. My brain is not really thinking. But it's going to be in April, okay? You're going to go on this travel. There is going to be a girl fight, okay? People are paying you for your spiritual gifts. That's why I said I'm wondering if somebody here is a tarot card reader, okay? People are going to pay you for your spiritual gifts, whether that's to tell the future or read their cards or... it could even be people paying you for consultation, okay, for consultations, okay, but somebody's going to be paying you for your knowledge of some sort, okay. They're going to pay you for your spirituality, your light, your magic, or your power, okay. So this could also be if you're into the entertainment business and you're a singer or a rapper. January is going to be a big month for you as far as like creativity, getting paid for your creativity. Clock it, okay? Like, let's go. Bring in the money. Bring me the money. Yeah, I'm ready, you care. Okay, and if you need a private reading, look in the description. You will see the link for a private reading with me, okay? But yours truly, okay? So you did reject a friend, okay? Rejected friend is here also. So you have can't fully trust them, competition, keep your friends closer and your enemies closer, okay? So you rejected a friend recently. I'm going to look into it and figure out what it is, okay? So who's having the girl fight? Who's the girl fight on the trip? Debbie Downer. Pisces could be a Capricorn or an Aries. Could be a Taurus or a Pisces. Pisces clarifying the Taurus. Or could be a Pisces clarifying the Virgo. Okay, heavy on the Pisces being in here. What's the fight about? Let's just try to look into it. What's the vibe? Go to the vibe oracle. What's the fight about? What's the fight gonna be about, Pisces? Okay, gossip. Somebody catches somebody gossiping. So there's going to be multiple people on this trip. Look, vacay came out. Something about legal. Somebody may get arrested behind this. You got bitter. You know, jealousy, bitter. Alcohol. Somebody doesn't bring enough money on a trip. There's going to be an argument over money, travel. Somebody gets on a plane and doesn't have enough time to collect their luggage or their bags, and then gets mad because everybody else has their clothes and they don't have their clothes, for instance, okay? We got giving back, like somebody owes somebody money. That's going to be a part of an argument on a trip. Like, okay, girl, like, how did you bring $10,000? How did you bring $1,000 with you, but you owe me $500? Just give me my $500, okay? I'm getting, okay? I got second chance, nostalgia. Okay, so there may be somebody that you take on this trip that you're not necessarily friends with. In other words, like you invite a friend, she invites a friend, but you and that friend aren't friends. Does that make sense? There's a lot of drama in travel, okay? And just don't go, okay? And it's like money problems, gossiping, headaches, girl fight, okay? Who the hell got time for the girl fight on the vacation, okay? Just don't go, okay? Don't go on a girls trip. This is giving friends, okay? And that's why there's a friend breakup here. No coincidence. No coincidence, okay? And you're too busy winning. People are paying you for your knowledge, your business is thriving, like everything is doing good for you. You just can't go on this trip, okay? So that's my advice to the Pisces. Don't go on this trip. Who's the friend that you wanted rejecting? It's gonna be a Taurus or a Sag. Taurus came out again. clarifying the Pisces, clarifying the Taurus, and Leo and Libra. Okay? Lastly, let's get 3 cards. So don't go on that trip. That's my advice for January. Don't go on that trip. It's going to be drama. Overall, 3 cards for January 2026 for the Pisces. 3 cards. Yeah, we already know that. It's a lot of drama in there. It's a lot of drama. January is not looking like a good month for the Pisces. It's not. Too much drama. So when that happens, what do? Hermit. Everybody says, well, what do I do? Hermit. You go into hermit. You stay home, read a book, catch a Netflix series, because you can't argue with nobody by yourself, right? So January is not going to be a good month to be social. Focus on those goals that you're getting ready to do for 2026. Try to see what's going to turn out. What else going to happen? Okay. You got Libra. There's a Libra that's going to come and help you with something. Pisces, possibly meet a lover that's a Libra, I'm getting. Also, you're going to have options. You're going to have a lot of options. You're going to have victory in that. Okay, so you're better off single, is what I'm saying. If you was thinking about getting into a relationship and you was wondering if you should, you shouldn't. You're going to be better off single. Okay? You're going to have a blast. See that? People looking up to you, all the popularity, choices over here. But your favorite one is going to be a Libra. It's either a female Libra or a male Libra. How's that going to turn out? Victory. Okay? So out of all the people, you need to be looking for a Libra. Everybody else just going to be for fun. Okay? But I'm not saying nothing, no seriousness, no love here. Okay? It's just more so very much for fun. Okay? All right, y'all. So that's that. With the Pisces, I done did all the signs. I had a blast reading your cards. And I'm about to make me yet another drink in a minute, okay? On my downtime. You know, it's Saturday, so I'm finna let my hair down, just relax. Catch a movie myself and enjoy the rest of my weekend, okay? Thank you for tuning in to TarotWITCHina. TarotWITCHina. Make sure that you subscribe, y'all, and make sure that you tune in for my shows where I investigate different unalivings, different missing, missing people, missing children. I solve crimes, and I love solving crimes. And I love doing this also, just hearing the stories, hearing everything that's going to come out, and being able to be in tune with y'all and in touch with y'all. And thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you on the other side. Bye.